Hello and welcome to a very festive edition of Irish Eyes on Wrestling, Week 10, Part 2. I'm Carl Sherlock, at Carl Sherlock on Twitter.
I'm Chris Sherlock, at Chris Sherlock 93 on Twitter.
Today we're just a bit away from the Royal Rumble, and we're going to give in our early predictions on who's going to win the Rumble and the whole The Rock CM Punk controversy. For the Rumble itself, when we're doing our predictions, we're going to have 3 guesses. We're going to have our main guess, second guess, and third guess. If it's our main guess, we'll get 3 points if that's correct. Second, 2 points, and then 1 point for our third guess. Just to spice things up a bit for our point system for our table. Who do you early prediction? Who do you say your three picks at the moment? Who do you say will do it before we get into the Royal Rumble season?
I'd like to say The Miz.
The Miz.
Getting back in the title picture.
I'd love Miz to be
Same
honest.
time, I kind of see Ryback could win it. It's like, oh,
Ryback, yeah.
Ryback, smash.
I'm still.
Unfortunately, I see John Cena doing really well in it because he's.
Yeah, Cena always does well.
And if The Rock beats Punk,
yeah,
then it's Cena The Rock.
True, but he doesn't need to.
Yeah, when have WWE ever been on track and
Yeah,
running stuff well?
I still think Sheamus. Second year in a row.
Depends. Don't know.
It'd be good, show his dominance in Rumbles.
Zack Ryder. He wins every battle royal.
He didn't on main event this week.
Aww.
Yeah, it was. We'll talk about that in the next show. Or the next show we'll talk about worst world champions in history, and that's why we're talking about
Great Khali.
The Great Khali. Yeah, he was in.
Spoilers.
He won the main event the Rumble to go for Antonio Cesaro's title. But we'll get into that in the next show. This is our Rumble predictions and pre-Rumble predictions. I'd like to see Sheamus do it. He has dominance in it. I don't know. There's so many with all the returns coming back as well.
Yeah, Mark Henry.
Yeah, Mark Henry
could.
Mark Henry could do it. Christian could do it. I doubt it. But
The Undertaker looming about. He will return.
He will return, and if Punk beats Rock, it'd be great to see Taker win the Rumble. He could come in late. He could come in number 30 and just win. He doesn't have to do much. Taker come in and then we could have a showdown, streak versus streak at WrestleMania, Punk versus Taker. It would be great. It would be show-stopping. It would be amazing.
I just gave you ideas.
It would be perfect. It would be a great thing to do, but it'll probably go down the Rock route, because I don't know about Rock and Punk. I've been going back and forth in my mind over the past couple of months who's gonna win. I'd love to see Punk continue his reign and go on to WrestleMania.
Sure, he is really the best in the world when he comes out and beats The Rock. Cena couldn't beat The Rock at Mania.
Yeah, but I've been thinking lately that it's going to be The Rock to win, and I'm not happy about it. And I don't like that he's a part-timer. He will be a part-timer while doing. He's not going to do the house shows, and he's not going to appear at every Raw. He's not going to appear on SmackDown. I know CM Punk doesn't appear on a lot of that. But he's a part-timer. He won't be doing everything. And if he wins, he'll be going into the Elimination Chamber, in the Elimination Chamber match, and he will be the last guy to come out when there's only 1 or 2 guys, and he'll just hit his finisher on one, eliminate him, and then have his little shtick probably against Punk or Cena. It's predictable. That's what I don't like about it. It's too predictable if The Rock wins.
Yeah.
And it's...
And most likely we get Cena at Mania, because for some reason they wouldn't give Punk it.
Yeah, exactly. And he'll be the main thing on Raw then. We're not gonna have anything else but The Rock. Segments all over the place with The Rock for the next couple of months. It's just gonna get repetitive. Don't get me wrong, I respect The Rock for what he has done in the business.
In the past.
Now he's coming back and he's taking the limelight away from people that deserve it. And I'm not happy with it. It's not good.
Miz.
Like The Miz, yes, I love Miz. I'm getting a bit tired of Miz TV. I'm not really pushing his face turn, to be honest. It's not working for me. His jokes are too...
So that he hasn't had a face turn in years, and that's what it is.
But he was a lot better as heel. He was getting a bit stale as heel, but I think everyone wants to go back as heel now because his face stuff just terrible. But I don't know. The Rock is. I hope he doesn't win. That's what I'm just saying. But back to the Rumble. I don't know, it might be cool to see, I won't win it, but it might be cool to see Dolph Ziggler do it. Yeah, might have money in the Bank winner and Royal Rumble winner. It would be cool, it would be interesting to then he could be teasing at WrestleMania, will he come in as double champion and unify the titles? That would be a cool thing to do as well. They have so many possibilities this year at WrestleMania to do. So many big matches they could have.
And that's going to cock up.
And it's going to get pushed under the bridge for The Rock.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically what's going to happen. There's other people that I'd like to see, and I'm wondering who, I'd like to see Barrett do it. Barrett would be a great winner for the Rumble. There's always Del Rio, but I don't think he'll do it again. They weren't too pushing Del Rio as champion the first time he won it, and he even lost that Royal Rumble to Edge. But there's so many things they could do, and I'm wondering who's going to be the special guest at Royal Rumble, because they always have a few. I could see Road Dogg coming in again. Yeah, Billy Gunn as well, maybe. I don't know. Well, that's all ahead of us over the next couple of weeks. Rumours about the Rumble, what's going to happen, and just general building up to the Rumble. We'll see all the big guys not losing matches from now till then, because they have to look. Tensai will probably pick up a couple of wins because he has to look dominant and be hard to take out of the Rumble, basically. So you'll see him squash a couple of guys over the next couple of weeks, so get ready for that, people. So that's the end of this show, another festive edition of Irish Eyes on Wrestling. We'll be back tomorrow and we'll be talking about the worst world champions in history. I'm Carl Sherlock, at Carl Sherlock on Twitter.
I'm Chris Sherlock, I'm Chris Sherlock 93 on Twitter.
So